Now, responsibilities of voters. That is the responsibility the voters are to meet. Number one, respect the privacy of voters. That is, voters must respect the privacies of other voters. Two, treat electoral officers with respect. That is, the voters must treat or are expected to treat the electoral officers with respect. That is the INEC official. The voters should treat them with respect. Three, know the location of his or her polling place or its hours of operation. That is, voters must know the location of his polling place or its hours of operation. Four, bring proper identification to the polling unit. Five, voters must report any problems or violation of elections laws to the supervisors of the election. Six, voters must also make sure that his or her complete ballot is correct before leaving the polling station. Seven, voters must also familiarize himself or herself with the candidates. Eight, voters must also participate in the election by coming out to vote. Voters should also follow instruction concerning voting, and they should also follow all federal and state voting laws. Now, voters' rights, that is, voters also have their rights, and some of these rights are the right to vote if they register. That is, voters have right to vote if they register. Two, right to ask questions on election process or procedures. That is, the voters have right to ask questions on election process or the procedures. Three, right to preview a sample ballot before voting. Four, right to vote in privacy and freedom from coercion or intimidation. That is, voters have rights to their privacy and freedom in an election. Therefore, they should be free from coercion or intimidation or threats during voting. Five, voters have right to receive assistance if such person has a physical disability or unable to read English or any Nigerian languages. Procedure for voting. Before the date of the election, each qualified voters is expected to have registered. That is, before the due date of the election, each and everyone that is qualified to vote in the country is expected to have registered with the Electoral Commission. At the registration center, the voters will be given a voter's card which qualifies them for voting on the day of the election. And on the day of the election, the electorate, that is the voters, goes to the center where they register, and voters will be accredited for voting having presented their voters card. After accreditation, that is after making sure they are they are registered with the Electoral Commission, voters will be given the ballot paper where all the political parties and their logos are shown. Vote for their preferred candidate, the candidate of their choice.